welcome to season 3.
It's been quite a bit of work getting here.
Quite a bit. So we start out with the long drive up to Roseburg. We like it there because we get to go to the Mexican place. Really good place. Mariachi Loco. And then we started the rest of the trip. Got to go through Seattle, and we had to stop and get the paperwork for the new dinghy, which we'll show you in a little bit.
Very exciting.
Very exciting. And then some trials and tribulations on getting the boat ready and in the water.
Yeah, it didn't quite launch on the day that it was supposed to, but
Right.
but we did have a lovely place to stay. So
Yes, great place to stay. We had some great meals. Let's see, we went to the Wheelhouse. Right, and that's always like usually our first night. Usually as they go to the.
We went there for Mac and Jacks, but they were out.
That was a little unfortunate.
That was kind of the theme of the.
Right, we ended up getting our Mac and Jacks.
We did,
and then we stayed with our friends, and we went out to A-Town. Always got to go there also, and then we got to go out to Tasha Lee's table, which is also another good place. With
other friends
there, yeah. So that was also great. But it is a lot of work getting the boat done. We had to put in a new VHF. That was some of the work we did. We had to get some paperwork done for the new dinghy. And oh god, what else? We had some issues once we did get to launch it. It was launched, and we got to watch it be launched.
The hardest part was just the delay in launching the boat because of a slow start in the boatyard. But
a day and a half later,
yeah, but they, so we were just, feeling like we were in a holding pattern, but we're up, they got us in the water and got everything going, so we're good to go.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to try the new dinghy and go to Canada.
Exactly. So the plan is tomorrow to take off to the islands and kind of go from there. So come and follow along with us. We hope to have another good season of checking some new things out. Probably go to some of the same places, but we're going to try to get to some new places also. And there's still a lot to see that we haven't seen.
For sure.
So off we go.
Okay, so let's step back in time a bit. Back to the boatyard as we wait to get her launched.
They say that the lift is on the way, so maybe this is actually finally happening. We'll see. I'll believe it when I see it.
He's filming me because I feel like I'm gonna throw up. I hate it when they have the boat like this and they take off all the supports. We're finally in the water, which is exciting. But now, this is going on. Oh, I was just going to show them what you were doing.
Oh, yeah. So, so of course there's always something that doesn't work, and it's the head, the master head, which is funny because I have all the stuff to replace the forward one. They're luckily the same things, same model, same everything. That was making a little more noise. Let's get that one changed over and have the other parts as spare. This one, the solenoid's coming in, but not going, so I don't know if it's motor or connection, so I'm gonna do a little bit of work.
Yay.
Well, getting power to the motor itself on the head here, and just seemed like it's jammed up, and it had quite a bit of crystallization in there. I usually keep up pretty good, actually really good, with the putting vinegar in there and such to keep the crystallization down. But there was quite a bit, and I put some more vinegar in there hoping that would loosen it up, and it doesn't hasn't yet. I'm trying to get a little screwdriver in there to try to move it around in here, but I really can't get back to it. So I'm going to take it all the way out, and I may just put the new one in and then work on this one. And since this is the one we use the most anyway, so it's been here about 13 years now, or 12 years. So yeah, always something to do. Fun times.
Once I got the old one out, I found that it had a place to put in a screwdriver to turn the pump manually and break it free. This one will now be our spare.
All the while that we were waiting to get launched and the delays, the weather was beautiful, 0 wind. And of course today, now we got wind, so might be a little sporty crossing the strait, we'll see. Here we go. Well, it's not bad at all going with the wind. It's not a lot of wind, just maybe 10-15 knots. Like I say, when we get to the strait, it might be a different story because it's a lot more open area. It'll make it a little rolly, so may have to throttle up a little bit, stabilize it, or not. We'll see. And but it feels good to be away from the dock and finally underway. Today is Wednesday, and really we started this Odyssey last Thursday, so it's been quite a thing, but it's all gonna be worth it. So stay tuned.
On the way out, we passed the March Point refinery. We just missed Robbie on his ship here by less than 24 hours. He plans on meeting us in the Broughtons later this summer, and we are looking forward to this. As we got into Rosario Strait, the seas picked up a bit, but it was not an issue.
We're going to do an engine room check since we did all that work at the end of the season last season. Checked everything, you know, after we did the oil changes and such, make sure there weren't any leaks. But this is our first full run since that time last year. So let's go take a look-see. Well, things are looking great, so always good to see. No smells, no weird sounds, no water where it shouldn't be, and looking good. Looking and sounding good.
Once inside the islands, the seas and wind calmed down, and we easily proceeded to our first stop, Blind Bay on Shaw Island. As we have mentioned before, Blind Bay has one major navigational hazard, a rock just under the surface at low tides. It is marked with a marker, and stay west of it when entering. The bay itself is large, and there's almost always plenty of room to anchor.
we just got the anchor down in Blind Bay. And you guys have seen us here before. It's a regular stop. It's just a good spot. And
It's a perfect spot to try out the dinghy.
yeah, perfect spot to try out the dinghy. And Amy's making a quick little lunch, and we'll mess with the dinghy some, see how all that works. And yeah, just kind of ease into the cruise in someplace familiar. And yeah, it's really nice in here. They're actually not very crowded at all, so there's been plenty of space, which is nice. So a little breezy in here, but not bad, and plenty protected, and good holding. Anchor went right down and dug right in. So yeah, looking forward to a nice day.
This is stressing me out. Mike is making me put the stickers on this dinghy, and it's blowing 100 miles an hour, and I'm convinced that the stickers are all going to end up in the water. So I said I didn't want to do this, so if that happens, it's his fault. Here's the big reveal on the name. But it's super windy, so I think we're gonna put this on maybe when it's not as windy. And we're gonna go for a boat ride now.
Whenever we stay in Blind Bay, we have to go to Shaw Landing. The general store always has a good variety of items. Including Lopez Island Creamery ice cream and some limited produce. And a good draft beer is always a nice incentive to go to shore.
So this is going to be season 3 of Baking with Mike. We're changing it up. So if you watched the previous episodes, I was doing everything by feel and the cups and teaspoons, but we're upping our game. We've got a scale, which is the best way of doing it, and we have a mixer. So yeah, mixing by hand gets really tedious, so I think this is going to do a lot better job. So let's start out. We're going to make some basic sourdough sandwich bread. So we're going to start out with 300 grams of water. We're going to mix into that 2% salt, which is actually going to be 10 grams because we're going to use 500 grams of flour. So 2% of that 500 grams. That back to 0. And we're going to put 500 grams of flour. And then we have our mother dough starter. And we're going to use half of this we have left. And I'm going to put the other half, I'm going to make some more starter. And now we go into the mixer. mixer do its thing, and we'll be right back. All right, so the mixer is done, and we're going to pull the dough out of the mixer. Looks really good. Now what we're going to do is just kind of tighten it up by dragging it. Take your hands underneath here, pull it, and then we're just kind of make it a kind of loaf shape. Put it in our pan, in there. Cover it in plastic, and let it sit out and proof. And then hopefully by tomorrow it'll be proofed up, and we'll put it in the oven, and we'll have some sandwich bread. So this year we got a new fridge. The old Norcold, if you look back at last year, we were working on trying to keep it going. It was loud, it cycled a lot, and the temperature wasn't always cold. So we got a new Nova Cool, and it was put in over the off season. This is our first chance to use it, and we really like it, but still getting used to the adjustment because our salsa,
Not just the salsa, but your salad is going to be frozen too. So.
you can't see it here, but there's a few little ice crystals in it, but it's just a matter of adjustment. But better to be too cold than warm and spoiling.
Making taco salad. That's it. Just taco salad.
Yeah, it looks good.
You going for a boat ride, Bailey? Time to take Bailey out for the evening.
Join us in our next episode when we check out Orcas Landing and find a great grocery store that we will add to our regular stops from now on. We then head to Westcott Bay and grab some oysters to bring back to the boat. We check out the historic English Camp Cemetery and then watch the Roche Harbor fireworks over the hill. And please take a quick second to like and subscribe. It's just a quick click that means a lot to us.